Okay, be honest. When you think of a skeleton, what comes to mind? Probably a Halloween decoration, right? Or maybe that dusty old model from science class. But what if I told you the 206 bones inside your body right now are more alive and more dynamic than you could ever imagine? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret life of your skeleton, a living framework that is constantly, and I mean constantly, rebuilding itself.
So let's just get right to it. Is that skeleton of yours just a dry, static frame holding you up, or is it actually alive? Well, the answer might just change how you think about your own body. So let's dive in. All right, first up, your living scaffold. And let's be super clear here. We're not talking about just a pile of bones. No way. We're talking about a super complex, interconnected system. You've got bones, joints, cartilage, ligaments, all working together like this incredible, finely tuned orchestra. And the jobs it performs? They're amazing. I mean, we all know the big ones, right? It gives us support, it protects our organs, and it helps us move. But look closer. Your skeleton is also a storage bank for crucial minerals. And get this, it's a factory for your blood cells. That's right. The very stuff that keeps you alive is being made deep inside your bones as we speak. How cool is that? 206. That's the magic number. That's how many bones are in the average adult skeleton. And every single one has a special job to do. But how are all 206 of these things organized? It's definitely not random.
Turns out, there's a really brilliant design at play here. Your whole skeleton is basically split into two main parts. You've got this stable, protective core, and then you've got your limbs, which are all about movement. Just think of it like this. Your axial skeleton, that's your skull, your spine, your ribs, that's the fortress. It's built for protection, guarding all your most important stuff, like your brain and your heart. Then you have your appendicular skeleton, your arms, legs, shoulders, hips. That's your adventure gear. It's what lets you run, jump, and interact with the world. Fortress and adventure gear. Simple as that.
So we've seen the big picture, the whole system. Now let's do something really cool. Let's zoom way in, put a single bone under the microscope, and see what secrets it's hiding.
We're going to focus on what's called a long bone, like the big ones in your arms and legs. Their design is just a masterpiece of biological engineering.
So every long bone has two main parts. You've got the long central shaft, which is called the diaphysis, and then you have the ends, which are called the epiphysis. And you'll notice they're made of different materials. But why? Well, it all comes down to a brilliant trade-off between being super strong and not weighing a ton.
It really is a genius design. That outer shaft is made of super dense, compact bone for maximum strength. But the ends? They're made of spongy bone. It's still really strong, but it's much lighter. And all those little open spaces in the spongy bone? That's where the magic happens. That's where your bone marrow hangs out. It's the perfect balance of strength and lightness.
Okay, get ready because we're about to zoom in even further, all the way down to the cellular level. This is where you really see that your bones aren't just static structures. Nope, they are bustling, nonstop construction sites with a whole microscopic crew working for you 24/7. So let's meet the crew. First up, you've got the osteoblasts. These are your builders. They're busy laying down new bone tissue. Then you have the osteoclasts. They're the demolition crew, clearing out old, damaged bone. And overseeing the whole operation, that's the osteocytes, your site managers, making sure everything is running perfectly. And this isn't just a fun little analogy. This whole process is happening inside your bones right now. You can actually see this incredible living process in action anytime a bone breaks. First, blood rushes to the area and forms a clot. Then, the body creates this soft patch, kind of like a natural bandage, to hold things together. After that, this soft patch gets replaced by a much stronger bony callus. And for the grand finale, that construction crew we just met comes in and remodels the whole area, making the bone as good as new, sometimes even stronger than before. It's like your body has its own amazing built-in repair shop. So, we've got these incredible self-healing bones. But, they wouldn't be very useful if they couldn't move. And that is where joints come in. And let me tell you, they are absolute marvels of engineering.
Now, not all joints are created equal. Some, like the ones that hold your skull together, they don't move at all. Others, like in your spine, have just a little bit of give. But as you can see from this chart, the vast majority, 60%, of your joints are built for action, giving you all that amazing freedom to move around.
These freely moving joints are called synovial joints, and they're incredible. The ends of the bones are covered with this super slick cartilage to reduce friction. The whole joint is enclosed in a capsule filled with this lubricating fluid. It's basically a built-in oil can and shock absorber all in one. It's a system perfectly designed for a whole lifetime of smooth, easy movement. But, of course, just like with any complex piece of machinery, sometimes things can go wrong. So, let's take a quick look at some of the common challenges that our skeletal system can face. Arthritis is a word we hear all the time, right? But it's actually a catch-all term for a bunch of different conditions. You've got osteoarthritis, which is kind of the wear and tear type that comes with age. Then there's rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune issue where the body's own defense system gets confused and attacks the joints. And then you have gout, which is caused by these tiny, sharp crystals forming in the joints. Each one is a totally unique challenge for the body. So, there you have it. From the grand overall design all the way down to that microscopic construction crew, we've seen that your skeleton is anything but a lifeless frame. It is a living, breathing, dynamic part of you, constantly adapting, repairing, and rebuilding. It's truly the silent hero of your body, working nonstop every single day. So, the only question left is, what are you going to do to protect this incredible living framework?